Hello everyone, I'm back for more. I'm Eire, you're with Saturn's Edge, and you're watching more Persona 3 Reload. I sound a little bit different, I'm a little bit worn out. You saw that I posted 2 videos, I had those schedule uploaded. But, big news here over the weekend, I turned 20. So, I mean, that's just, that's amazing. 2 decades is a long time, but I'm officially 20 now. I just wanted to do a couple quick, shout-outs before we really get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode. A couple announcements and all that. First off, I'm continuing the Persona 3 Reload series, but I'm also going to be adding in more gaming videos. And as we're going along here, you're gonna see more progress in art. I know I've said it a lot, and we haven't seen as much lately, but I do want to change that. I do want to make it so that way there is more. This episode, this episode kind of hit me on a certain level while I was recording my gaming session, and also I edited this together. I put it together, I made it better. Nice, This is the episode that I'm happy to say is the... I mean, I'm glad I could start off on the right foot, especially after, well, the big event of last episode in the series.
Now she's being transferred to a school in Kyushu. What do I do?
Right now, we're with Kenji, and, well, apparently, the school found out about him and Miss Canal, but I don't think it's true due to a suspicion I've had forever ago. Now, because I played this, obviously I know what happens, right? I play before I record audio. But, I like leaving a little bit of suspense here. Just a little bit of something. I do want to give a quick shout out to Help I Have Bats 6392 for commenting on 2 of my videos. One of which was actually really, well, both comments were actually really helpful. His first comment was back in episode 20 when I stated that I didn't understand why Yukari was so bad in the old games. Apparently, it was due to her low agility stat and her low accuracy with the bow, but because of Reload being a better version of those older games, well, a more updated version, I should say, they buffed the accuracy of bows, and they got rid of a system that was only in those old games, which was the tripping system. I didn't know about that at all. I didn't know tripping was a thing. So, shout out for that first comment. And the second comment for actually stating that Arrow Rain is not too bad for single target, damage. And it's stronger than heavy magic, as an average. I think that these 2 comments were insanely helpful. So, shout out to him. I'm going to be posting both of those comments as screenshots here. In this portion of the video, because, man, there is no way I would have known about that stuff. Seriously, thanks, dude. I that means a lot. Just hearing anything, even, hearing anything like a critique, a comment, something funny, any comment you put down that I genuinely find helpful or funny, or just, worth the time of reading, it means a lot to me. And this is one of those ones where I was able to learn from him. I think it's impressive. Seriously, good job, dude. I'm proud to get comments like that. I'm happy. It makes me feel more,
marvelous.
Well, not only more informed, but more connected with, this game and its fans. Seriously, I'm happy about that. The other 2 videos I did before I posted up this one was the Modded Lethal Company video and the Carmageddon 2 video. Wow.
Very well.
I gotta say, the Modded Lethal Company one got a good amount of views. I'm happy about. Overall, I love it. I think it's a good video. And with the Carmageddon 2 one, looking back on it, it's not perfect, but hey, I like it a lot. Now, I just got all my announcements out of the way. I'm really happy, honestly. I mean, I had a massive, birthday weekend, it took forever to get through, but it was really fun. I had so much fun. I was just able to do so much. One thing that happened is I was able to actually, meet up with my friends in real life. It's been a while since then, since I'm the one that moved, but I feel happy that they were able to actually come over here and we were all able to hang out in real life. But also, like, it was fun. It was fun. Overall, a great birthday weekend, a great everything. And I'm glad to get back into this. The reason why I took the break is because I needed time to cool off from a couple things. I needed time to cool off from making videos because I put out, like, really good videos, like, multiple days in a row. And even if some of them weren't great, I ended off on such a high note for the break that I felt happy with it. I was okay to go on a brief stop. But I also needed to cool off because there was a real-life issue that just popped up, and I just needed to cool down. But then on top of that, you know, birthday weekend, something that I am completely busy for. I was completely packed. I couldn't really make any videos. I was able to actually make something, well, a couple, being the Carmageddon and Lethal Company modded videos. I was able to make those just in time to actually have posted up for these days. And I'm really, like, happy about that. It worked. It worked. Things worked out the way exactly that I wanted them to. And I'm back in the chair again, and I just want to keep going. The Lethal Company one was really hard to edit, because, oh my god. There were a lot of issues with that one.
What do you wish to inherit?
So many cuts, so many everything. What I did for this first part is I was just checking out, like personas I could views or get, or just anything. I was just kind of messing around to kill some time and get back into the feel of things again. It'd been just a little bit since I last played Persona. And in this time that I recorded this, I got 200 minutes of footage. 200 minutes is like a little over 3 hours. Right? That's like, yeah, that is over 3 hours. And because of the way I divided these videos up to really work, I have a lot of videos gonna come out. I've got 5. I've got 5 prepped and ready to go. I just need to record audio for this one and all of them, and I can have them scheduled up and posted day after day. And in the meantime, I can make more stuff. I am eventually going, I'm eventually going to get into more different things. You know, more games with friends, more speed paints. You've heard the whole shebang before. You've heard everything. But I gotta follow up on some promises, you know. Promises to myself and promises to, well, the 19 subscribers I have, which, first off, that's great. 19 subscribers is great, especially considering when I first started out, I had, like, less than 5, maybe? And if we're going for total views over time, 482 views, you know, nearly 500 total. That's amazing to me. And 25 hours of watch time. Just thank you. It really, I've said it before, it means a lot. But thank you. I'm just glad to be here, I guess. Over the past few days, as I've taken my break, I've really allowed myself to kind of, well, one, cool off, but two, to really start, like, appreciating myself and, like, actually care for myself in a weird way. I'll be real, I'm not really a self-care person. I'm not really a, I'm not what you would call, completely put together, you know?
Hey,
I'm most likely, I most likely struggle sometimes. But, I don't know, these past few days while I was taking this break and really enjoying life and really enjoying my time with the people around me, I was able to actually just, you know, start appreciating myself for who I am, which is something that I haven't really been able to do. Mainly because I don't know. I guess it's just depression, maybe? I don't know. It's a struggle, but it happens. Anyway, I guess moving on from that, this episode to me means a lot, because this is my first Persona episode after my break, especially after such a high point that I ended off episode 23 on. That was the highest point I've ever gotten to. That was like the peak, the pinnacle, the top of the line, the tip of the mountain. Like, it's all of this. But at the same time, like, I can't keep going with that. I need to cool things down, ease out. Even with this break, I gotta ease out of it and wait until we move on to the next big thing. That's my belief. I believe in a series of mountains needing to go up and down constantly. Just kind of like, go with it smoothly. I believe in a sort of flow, you know? Let's see, what else is there? I mean, I've been able to reconnect with a couple friends lately. Mainly because I've been busy, and I sometimes forget. I'm not great about contacting people. I'm really terrible at it. But I was able to get into contact with two of my old friends, and I'm really glad I did. And I'm really glad to talk to them and have them around a bit more. And who knows, they might join me for a video or two. You know, things can happen. In other, well, I mean, I don't really have any other news beside that. All I know is that, like, life is on the up and up. You know, things are gonna get better. Things are better. They're, better than where I was previously, I guess. There's a lot of ways to describe this, isn't there? Well, in the meantime, let's check with Odagiri and see what he's up to.
But it was a quick meeting.
Oh, it's a quick meeting? Okay, well, I mean, that's a shame. I really wanted to stick around and do student council stuff, something I never did in real life. I guess,
There's something I want to take care of before I go home.
I don't know.
It's that cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom. They have to
I
hurry
think
and
one
verify
thing
my
that
suspects.
is important to say is that, like,
So, as you can see, we can't exactly hold a meeting right
I'm
now.
happy with where I'm at,
You can
you
leave
know?
if you want.
I think I could do more, I could get more, I could be more. But I'm also happy with where I'm at and who I am as a person. And I'm glad I get to experience this ride and
If you're not in a
really
hurry,
live in the
can you
moment.
spare a few
And I'm
minutes?
also glad
I'd like
that
to share something.
maybe there's someone out there watching these all the way through. And they're seeing my whole progression as a person.
A man without position, honor, or education? What does he cling to as he struggles through life?
And Odagiri, this is
Sincerity, a man once told me.
one of the moments I started understanding.
Do you want to know
I
what
don't
happened to that man?
fully get it. I really don't. But Odagiri to me
Well,
actually
TV anchor
cares.
woman was injured on the job while reporting on a story.
Not just about us, but about the
TV
people
station
around
executives
him.
deemed it an unfortunate accident. But when a magazine caught wind that they were hiding something, the execs threw the writer under the bus. They said it was the writer who covered up the truth. They turned him into a scapegoat. And now, that man is blacklisted from the TV industry. His life's calling. The same man who taught me the meaning of sincerity.
And that's... it
In today's
hits.
society, the weak are preyed upon by the strong. You can't survive on sincerity alone.
To me, this is when I started understanding
As for
that
me,
Odagiri,
I want to
as
lead an
as
organization
his
that fosters
arcana,
strength.
as his social link of the Emperor,
And to do that, order is essential if I want to keep those with power
this
in
is
check.
where he starts trying to come in line to it. I'm not going to say he's fully there yet, because he's still got a little bit more room to grow. But he's starting to come into line with the Emperor's arcana that he is meant to represent. Last time, I talked big about how, like, the Emperor as a shadow,
seems like a good spot
as
to
the
call it, eh?
reverse, did all these
out together?
horrible things, right? Odagiri here is starting to become, well, the part of the Emperor that he needs to represent. The sense of leadership, the caring about the people, the sense of protection, duty, honor. Just, rather than something like dominance or power, he holds a spot that has both those things, but he cares more about, like, the rules that society has, but also the protection of people. Well, of the people.
Hey, so
I actually also like that this game gives us downtime. Enough downtime to just not go to Tartarus for a bit. To just take a break and do anything else. It's such a nice time to do it. We just got out of that big battle. Fuka is gonna be important. And we just have time to chill out and just kind of do whatever we need to do. I like this. I really do. The game knows how to pace itself whenever it's needed. And I appreciate that. It really helps a lot.
By the way,
Thanks, Officer Kurosawa. I'ma sell you all my stuff. Unless I already did that earlier.
what are you looking for?
Let me try to think of
What are
this.
you looking for?
I've been thinking about this for a while,
What are you looking for?
but I kind of want to hear some opinions on it at some point.
It's a
I'm thinking about watching, like, you know, a ton of anime and reading a ton of manga. You know, I have a lot of manga I own, and I have a lot of anime in my watch list. I have, like, a lot of stuff I want to, like, watch and read, and really just get to experience and understand all this stuff, right? I'm wondering here, would any of you be interested in a manga or anime review series where I cover, like, the series in kind of a free, like, non-spoilery type way, to the point where it might interest you into picking it up, or if it's something you want to be, you know, figure out or learn? I mean, I'm entirely down to just, like, listen to comments and ideas about what I could do next as the next big thing. Eventually, you know, I'm gonna be better at art. I'm learning, still. It's taking a while, but I'm learning. I would want to do these kinds of reviews while I was drawing, like, fan art of the series that I have read, of the thing I've read, of the whatever, right? I would love to do something like that. I'd love to do fan art for this game. For Persona 3 Reload, for Bugsnax, for, like, Lethal Company, for Content War, like, any game possible that I play on this channel at any point in time. I want to do a bit of fan art for it, just as, like, a fun thing, and make it like a little mini review session, or like a character session, or whatever. I just want to have some fun with this, and really get to, like, talk things through and review things, so that way, like, it's a quick, like, Spark Notes version of it, but also just, like, it's kind of just there. It's a nice review, it's fresh, it's free, it's whatever. It polishes up and encourages me to draw more. It also encourages a lot of traits that I need to have in the future. Being able to review and critique media and characters and basically anything. I would love to do that. But I do want to hear some opinions first. Should I do this? Should I commit to this, I mean, as kind of like as a part thing, aside from gameplay? Or should I just stick to gameplay for now and keep things chill until eventually you'd be interested in hearing more about it?
Thanks.
Even if, you know, I own the channel, right? I literally, I'm the channel guy. I'm him. Even if I'm that, right? I still like hearing the opinions of people. Not just fans, not just, like, close friends, but people. I want to hear comments. I want to hear, like, anything. I'm down. I want to know what everyone's opinion is, you know? Either good or bad, I guess.
I didn't think he'd get so serious about it. He's just a kid. He must have misunderstood.
I'm gonna stay quiet around this section and talk afterward.
I did it for my own track record as a teacher. He should be grateful. Seems like he's the one who spread the rumors. And now other students are.
Just a little longer. We'll celebrate our wedding soon enough.
I can't wait.
Eire. So, I guess today was the day she was leaving. I had no idea. I was so excited about going with her that I... It's fine, I'm okay.
Thanks, man. It's not Emery's fault anyway. I screwed things up. Not her.
This is the social link. This specific part right here made me really enjoy the time I spent with Kenji.
Why, Emery? Why?
He's a realistic depiction of, like, a teenager, but one that's perverse. One that just has these stupid thoughts. One that blows things out of proportions.
Thanks.
I like the fact that there's a sense of foreshadowing in the fact that you never had it confirmed for you that Ms. Kanao was dating him. You never had this once confirmed for you. It is simply just the fact of like, oh yeah, she interrupted me saying that I needed to study. I love the fact that in this, we finally get something that is not like an actual terrible thing that happens, but instead a problem that he takes accountability for. It is never on her at all. It is not her fault, and he recognizes that. He takes accountability, he owns up to his problem. He owns up to the complete mistake he made about how he just derailed everything.
Go on and have a seat.
He chooses to just leave it be and take accountability for what he did. It really made it worth it because it felt right. He did the right thing.
I've heard that all 3 girls have regained
To me,
consciousness.
that moment with Kenji,
That's great news.
that specific rank for Kenji,
From what I understand,
it hits
they each
a
came to
lot
the school
better
around midnight
than
and
anything
waited for the
before it.
security guard to leave.
Because
Then, once the dark
in
night
everything
began,
before,
they were
he
attacked
let
by
his
shadows near the
delusions
gate.
get ahead of him to block his view.
Because of the situation's
But now he
similarities to
recognizes the
Roland's
reality of the
story,
situation as
rumors
and what he's
naturally
done,
spread quickly.
if unintentionally.
I knew right from the beginning that it wasn't a ghost.
And all the like little bits and pieces, like the Bride-to-Be magazine, the fact that like
Where'd you get that
all
from?
of her students
You
go
were
to
the
like this
victim in
place
all
to be
this.
the best of the best, and that he wants to
All of
try
those
and like
rumors
work
started
his
because
way
I
up
was
there.
absent for so long.
It's good to see.
That's totally
It's
not
good
your
to
fault.
see all of these things actually connect for Kenji.
I don't think
And
we
it
could have won that
works.
fight if you hadn't been
At
there.
first, it was just gross. At first, it
You
was
saved
just
our lives.
bad.
That's not something just
But
anyone
then,
could
after that bitter
find. Take
flavor,
pride in that.
you finally get
You
hit
have a
with
special
something that's
power
just
that
so
you can use to help others.
sweet and real.
Special power.
It's so nice to be hit with that, especially after the
persona.
amount of
Now, our
quotes
group
and just
absolutely
random
needs your
garbage you had to
abilities.
kind of
Can
shovel
we
your
count
way
on you to
through.
help us?
You didn't force yourself to go to him, and you
asking me
chose
to
to go
join
to
you?
him. I feel like with what I'm talking about here, I'm
That's
kind of
right.
doing Kenji dirty. I'm talking about him like, oh, this sucked.
Kirijo-senpai.
No, it didn't suck. It just took time to build up and pay off. And I want to see it pay off more.
I think it'd make a good addition to the team. too.
Because I know that Kenji is worth a lot more than what we've just seen. This is why I love the social links in this game.
So if you need
There's a
some time to
sense
think
of
about
build-up, a sense of foreshadowing, a sense of all these pieces coming together.
I'll do it.
A narrative focus, like a narrative line where they align up with their values that the arcana of their
Are you
social
sure?
link lines up with. There's all these things that happen, and then
If you
by the
do
end of
join,
it, the
we'll have to move
resolution.
into the dorm.
Everything connects peacefully, everything connects nicely. And you
That's
not
fine.
only understand the character,
rather live
but the
here than
character
at home
understands
anyway.
themselves and what they want to do.
Thank you. We really
I love
appreciate
this.
We'll have the school talk to your
And
parents to
I'm
resolve
glad
any
that
issues.
Fuka can join us in our party. I already mentioned it
Okay.
more and before,
Thank
but
you.
come on. She has a persona. Why wouldn't she join us? It's for the sake of the plot, you know?
Aren't we dragging her into
But-
this a bit fast?
I love Yukari's hesitation here.
It's okay.
It's
Really?
really weird and out of character at
One
first,
other
but then
topic
you
I'd
realize, like,
discuss is
wait,
those special
Yukari
shadows.
has always
We have
been a
another
careful
topic as well.
character. She's
While we
always
still
been a
don't know
bit
where they're
off
coming from,
in that aspect.
I
She's
do
always
believe
cautious
Sonata
and
was
worrying.
right. They
She's
seem to appear
pausing
alongside the
things
full moon.
to really, like,
This
let the
and this
suspicion
will
set
help us
in.
plan for the future.
So, next full moon is showtime, huh?
And this is when we finally get the piece of information that it is every full moon. Even though I've stated it, like, a lot of times before.
We'll be ready to get in the ring.
It just, yeah. I think this video is the nice resolution to everything that happened in the previous one. The previous episode, sure, it had a lot. It did a lot. It was the big moment, the big thing. But this, as a chiller episode, as this, like, slower paced, like, very, like, relaxed episode, this does a better job at being the resolution. And I think that this is what we've been waiting for. Especially after all that build-up. We needed a relaxing break. Even though I posted 2 videos between this and the and episode 23. You know, things happen. Just things happen. Wow, that's terrible. Man. And Yukari keeps up with the whole, like, suspicion, the worry, this, like, and it's nice. It's good to see. It's realistic. Wouldn't you also be concerned that your friends were pushing someone else to join your team? I would be pretty concerned too. Reasonable doubt. I like it. It makes sense. I feel like it works. That's it. It works. I don't need to say anything else special there. I will say, man, it has been a while since I've recorded audio, especially for this series. You know, this break took a while, and I'm sorry for it, but I did need it. At the same time, I feel bad, because I feel like I've gotten out of the swing of things. I'm not as consistent anymore, even if I'm going to be more consistent later. I'll try my best to, you know, keep in line and to keep uploading and to keep making and creating and doing all of these, like, wonderful things. But I also can't promise I'm gonna be around all the time. It's just, it's not reasonable. If I was here 24/7, I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much. Yeah, what do you think of Yamagishi-san? San? No. Yamagishi-san. Oh my... I want to die for that one. That one was awful. I'm sorry. My brain just stopped working in that moment. Oh my god. Another thing I guess I wanted to ask in this video.
Hey, did you hear?
How would everyone feel if, like, I were to do Dungeons and Dragons based things?
Really?
Not like full, like, oh yeah, I'm posting my full play session with my friends, you know? But more like, what if I just did Dungeons and Dragons based things, right? I mentioned it before, I mentioned enjoying it, I mentioned it, like, a couple times now, actually. But I really want to talk about a couple things from D&D, like, I don't know, maybe like a small class guide, or like a... like, characters I've played previously, or the experiences I've had, like a little storytime video, you know? Storytime videos are, like, very out of date now, but, you know, I'm not gonna say they're gonna make a comeback, but, I mean, for this channel it'd be new, so that's something.
Started living in the dorms.
I like that Natsuki forgot about everything that happened previously.
As usual.
Like, she forgot about the gym. No, not the gym.
You can always talk to me.
Natsuki forgot about the shadows,
probably use a
because
friend.
that makes sense. But Natsuki actually owns up and becomes Fuka's friend. It's nice.
Come on, you don't gotta be so stiff. Just call me Natsuki.
I like this because it's a good resolution, and it ties up a loose end.
Thank you.
It finally connects Fuka to someone that she protected, and it finally makes Natsuki less of a pain and less of, like, a regret, less of a character you'd hate. Because she finally gives up the part that just says, I hate you, and she's just a friend now. It's simple. I must sew. Every time I see babies, I must sew. Every time. It's a classic. But we're almost done with Kenji, and I think this might be the video where we wrap it up. What do you mean, I think? I literally have this recorded. We're gonna wrap it up in this video. That's right! This episode is the Kenji special. I'm probably putting it in the title somewhere, or putting it somewhere, I don't know. But this is the Kenji special, where we finally, like, we finally understand Kenji. We finally complete and understand him. I'm really glad I could finish Kenji as a social link, and him as my first social link to complete. I'm proud of it. I think it's a great starting social link to the entire franchise of Persona. It does so many things right. It makes you feel so many different ways. Kenji as a character, my god, I'm so glad I can see him, like, actually improve over time. Even if it involved getting worse first. And look, he has his usual appetite again. That's nice.
Another day, another bowl of ramen.
Hell yeah, Kenji. More ramen. Despite its simple appearance, the soup has a complex flavor that's enhanced by the noodles.
Damn, this really is some bomb ramen. How could I ever leave this city?
I like that moment where he says that line and then goes silent, because he, like, reflects.
Kano must be in Kyushu by now.
And yeah, it's like a normal train of thought, like one piece connects to the other, right? Also, I just wanted to do something that I think, you know, Minato could have done. I just want him to be a bit more lively, more than apathetic, so I'm stealing your egg.
Hey, dude, give that back. That egg's all I got in this world, man. Hand it over or else.
I love that line. That's a good line, actually.
Man, it's always a blast hanging out with you. That said, I still want a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's real. That's pretty reasonable. But, you know, I could always help him. We've become friends.
Really? Who? Someone from your dorm?
Don't think that far, Kenji.
Sounds like I should be making more surprise visits.
No, you shouldn't.
No. I'm getting off track.
And look, he even catches himself there. That's a good thing.
Thinking after everything that went down. When Emmy left, I was sad, sure. On top of that, I felt really dumb.
And I like that.
Did I really
This
love
is reasonable.
Eire? Or did I just love the idea of dating a teacher?
That's the thing. And then
But I couldn't figure it out.
this. It's perfect.
What I did figure out is you're a true friend.
And then we get our stereotypical ending of, like, being a true friend, but think about it. He really actually didn't care about Miss Kanao that much, in a weird way.
We're talking about the
Like,
heart,
there's
dude.
evidence for both
Don't you feel
sides.
it? Just shut up and
He
feel
couldn't
it.
figure it out, and neither can we.
Anyway, here. Take this.
I like that, because it's a very natural thought. People have had that exact same issue with different topics before. You don't know if you love someone for who they are, or the concept of dating them. That is a
Fashion
very
sense is
realistic
kinda,
thing.
So I wanted to help you out. I mean, that's what best friends do, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's a symbol of our friendship.
Thanks, Kenji. But a handmade, like, yeah, what is it? Handmade choker. That's pretty cool. I like that. But to me, that's good. This is good character development.
Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the magician arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the magician within thyself.
After all we went through with Kenji, I have to say, I am glad he is the first ever social link I have ever completed. I don't think he'll be my favorite, but I know he holds a special place in my heart. As a character, I'm glad to call my first complete social
Man,
link.
I worked up an appetite acting all weird around you. More eggs, please. Make it 10.
I'm glad I spent all this time with him. I'm glad I got to actually experience that. I'm proud of who he is now. Reflecting. Always just himself. I like Kenji for himself. It's nice. I don't really have anything else to say there because, man, I've said it all before. It's whatever. It's nice. No, it's not whatever. It's whatever. I don't care about the character. No. Wow, those two were a little bit weird. Not weird. What's the word? Sexist. Yes, because clearly those two words mean the same thing. Oh my god. I think in the next video I'm gonna do more talking about, maybe a bit of gameplay, but also, like, I might talk about some, like, real world events, you know? Like, things that have been happening lately, just kind of,
I'm looking forward
I mean,
to it.
kinda in the news, but also kinda just in the gaming world, you know? So it was at this moment I wanted to check out the Velvet Room to see if I can fuse anything. And so Elizabeth invited me in and I walked straight through the door. And I managed to teleport and I walked right back out because there was nothing in there for me.
Good day.
That was great editing. No, it wasn't. It was awful.
Very
But,
well.
you know, it was kind of funny to keep that in. I felt like, whenever I was going through that, I wanted to keep as much footage as possible, but also I had to trim that out. Like, of just, like, browsing the menu, but not actually doing anything. Yeah, it wasn't great. Ooh, wait, is this the part where I actually go to the arcade and play an arcade game? Yes, House of the Deceased. I'm pretty sure this is a reference to House of the Dead. Like, that arcade game. Oh, well, is it House of the Dead? I can't remember. Hold on, let me Google that really quick. House of the Dead. House of the... No, that's the 2003 film. Nope, no, hold on, nope. House of the Dead, 1997 Sega light gun shooter video game. It's House of the Dead. Well, the House of the Dead. Also known as Kyrian Mansion. Huh, cool. I learned about a game today. Inside of a game. And then, I think we're wrapping up the episode mostly here.
About everything coming to an end?
The cryptic boy just keeps getting
I
more
recalled something
strange. And we keep seeing him during the dark hour. He keeps talking about a foreboding thing. Keeps talking about the full moon. Like, at this rate,
But it's kind of weird.
I don't get where we're at with him.
It doesn't feel that inevitable right now, considering the vast potential inside you.
Oh, there is?
Plus, it seems like your powers changed quite a bit.
Oh, it has? I didn't notice.
Hey, if you don't mind, can I be your friend?
I mean,
I'm really
are you
curious
sure?
about you.
Like,
What do you say?
sure, what's your name? Kid?
Name? Oh, I see. I need a name. My name is Pharaohs.
Pharos. Okay.
I know we'll get along great.
I guess we're friends with the weird kid now. Pharos. I wonder what his social link is. Oh, well, that's a great sign.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established
A new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Death Arcana. Yeah, Pharos is the Death Arcana for the social link. Now, death in tarot doesn't mean straight up
It's
dying.
getting late. So
Death in
I'm going
tarot
now.
means something entirely
I can
different.
hardly
I'm
wait
pretty
until the
sure
next time
mostly
we
what it
meet.
means is a big change.
Bye.
Yeah, there we go. Pretty sure it just means a big change. Yeah, transformation, endings, change, transition, letting go, release. I mean, there it is. So, I guess we have a weirder interaction with him. Anyway, I've been Eire with Saturn's Edge. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you all around in the next episode, okay? Bye.